After I married, I left home, I became a nun, and then I renounced the nun's outfit in order to work in the world, be more close to the people, and also make business in order to fit our work. So I don't have to rely on my so-called disciples. Yes. Also, when I was wearing a Buddhist monk's robe, many criticized me a lot, saying I wanted to take their disciples or whatever. I can't wear a Catholic or other missionary kind of clothes because maybe I will have the same problem. So I thought I will just wear normal clothes or wear my own design clothes, or I can also be a model and sell at the same time. And God raised me to earning that money to take care of whatever I want to do and help some others. Yeah, take care of my team, some of my team members, some of the monks and nuns that follow me, and poor or needy people or good causes everywhere. And I'm happy with that. But I don't have a big house or anything in case you think I use the money for having a good house. The other time I told you that my room is very small. I have one room only, yeah, like studio. If you rent a studio, it's cheaper than a house or an apartment. The studio would have also washroom and things easy. And if you cook simple, you can cook inside the studio as well. I think I have a photograph to give to you so you can see how I live. Okay, here I am living in one room, as I told you. The first photograph is the total room from the meditation resting quarter all the way to the kitchen end. The second photo is from the kitchen corner end. There's the front door. The kitchen is right at the front door and opposite the shower room because the shower room has a ventilator and window. The third photo is to show you when I close the divider. The kitchen and the bathroom are separated from the living quarter where I sit and work and where I meditate and rest. And the fourth one is the shower room, very small but enough for me. Now you know my secret hiding. Hopefully you don't tell more than 100 people. And I'm telling you, if you live like that, you will feel very happy. And for me, I'm happy because I have everything at my fingertips. As I'm so busy, my time is so precious. Even if I'm not busy, I have to meditate a lot. And I would rather not have to go from one room to another, if I even have a house, to look for and find things that I need. The way I live right now, or recently, these few years when I have been in retreat, it's almost like that all the time. Even if I change to another place, it will be simple like that. Just one room is enough because you will not need a lot when you live alone. Just some pair of clothes, some food, and some little corners so you can work. Because I work a lot with the Supreme Master Television team. And if I keep going from one room to another, enjoying and relaxing, then I could never, truly never have time to do more inside work, meditation work for the world. If I'm alone by myself and not being the so-called master, then I don't have to work so hard. I will enjoy my time just like some days that I had a vacation, a few days. I think it was 4 or 5 days, something like that. Oh, it was heaven. It was heaven. Oh, if I said to meditate, that's it. I was gone right away into Samadhi. So peaceful and so, I don't know how to tell you. It was just completely blissful, happy and peaceful. And when I started to work again, a couple of days later, it was not the same anymore. It was not so peaceful and so carefree like that anymore. I still miss those days when I'm very low and down and need to take a break. I miss those days very much, but you can't be selfish and just think of yourself. I wish I could be selfish and think just for myself. The way I live my life, I sometimes don't have enough time to take medicine, or if I'm sick, I just say, okay, just get well. I tell myself, get well, get well, get well. And then somehow it works. Well, not all the time. Not when I'm around disciples or people or lecturing or talking or on retreat with disciples. The more people, the more I can't get well. But if I take a rest afterward, then I can recover. Sometimes I cannot, and then it would physically need a doctor or pharmacy stuff, which I don't like, because medicines is good for you when it cures your sickness, but it also leaves some unfavorable footprints inside your being. So I don't really like medicine. When I was a kid already, my father always had to really force me to take any medicine that he thought I needed. Sometimes he had to put me on the floor. My mother had to hold me on the floor, and I had to hold my mouth with a spoon in order to put the medicine in. I was really, really reluctant to take any medicine from my father at all. And nowadays, I volunteer, if I know I can't heal myself quickly enough because I have all the work to do. You can heal yourself of everything if you have enough time to relax and not worry about anything, not take any responsibility, and especially when you meditate enough, then the body will heal itself. The body will. And this is what happens many times to me when I have enough time to rest. When I had fewer disciples, I didn't even need that. It would heal very fast, whatever happened. Or I just take some little natural cold remedy or do some exercise, breathing, or some extra meditation, or go walking in the forest or woods in the open air. Then I got well very fast in a couple of days or 3-4 days. Nowadays, it's not like that. It depends a lot. The Buddha say that when the Buddha died after 500 years of good Dharma, of prosperous Dharma, then the next 500 years is still good Dharma, and then the next 500 becomes just a symbolic Dharma, and then the next 500 is still symbolic Dharma, and the last 500 years after Buddha's Nirvana is the Dharma ending age, which is now. If you calculate it, then it is now. It's already 2,500 something years after Buddha's Nirvana. So it is the Dharma ending age now, and the Buddha say that in this age, all the negative powers, the king of Mara anyway, his relatives and children will go into the Buddhist system and become monks. And nuns also, yes. You'll be surprised that they say there's a nun even in Vietnam who went gambling a lot, etc. And some monks who even eat dog people meat. Oh, meat tofu. I hope it's just a rumor, but they have photographs and everything of the story.
Hôm nay chúng ta ăn thịt chó và chó cực kỳ ngon. Chó thì có 7 món cho thịt chó. Thì hôm nay thịt chó cực kỳ ngon và bổ. Hôm nay xưa tới giờ ai cũng nói thầy chùa ăn thịt chó. Thì hôm nay chúng ta sẽ có quay một clip cũng như coi phim thầy chùa ăn thịt chó.
It's not just gossip outside my window with my neighbor or anything, which I don't ever do, of course. And my window can't open, can only open the top part, not with electricity or anything. You have to, I'm very small, so I have to climb on top of a chair, a little stool, in order to open the upper part of the window. And the only way you can get out of the house, the rooms, is through the main door. You can't get out from the window and cannot open it. I guess people built it this way to have safety. But I love to live more in a shed or something like that. If I can, I always do. If I have a garden and a shed, I will go and live in the shed. It's cooler in summer. And in winter, you need just a very little heater. You don't have to waste a lot of money for heating up or cooling off the whole house. But I have to accept whatever offered to me on the road, wherever I go. I'm happy anywhere as long as I have peace and safety enough to work, that I can connect with you through the web. Yeah, through our Supreme Master television. Then you know at least that I'm still here and caring about you in a quiet way and not having to sit with you and tell you stories and stuff like that. You can always read many stories. Nowadays, you can buy books or you can look on the website and you find anything you want. It's very convenient nowadays. I have to thank God and all the masters of all times for these conveniences and merits that we have. But there is also a downside to it, because the more comfortable we are, the more we want this and that, like the neighbors, and we forget the spiritual way of life that we should live by. We should live a spiritual life, not material life. The material way of life is just to help us to sustain the physical being, physical body, so that we can continue to practice, so that we can go into a higher level of spiritual dimension in order to help others around us as well, not just us alone.